Coach. Thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. They do it big here in Houston, and a second ago it was a Texas-sized welcome for their hometown guys. They're fired up and ready to go as they get set to match up with Cam Newton and the Carolina Panthers. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Hey, that's it. Get the ball.
A first carry for Christian McCaffrey, who made his first Pro Bowl last year. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Second and 4 at the 31-yard line.
The last run got 6, now second and 4.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. Out. 3 down. Out. Undercross.
Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Pretty shifty footwork, but didn't buy him much.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2.
Here we go, G. Get off the field. Gun. 41 Mike. It's got to be a...
Throwing is Newton. Steps away to his left. Completes it to Samuel. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Graham Gano on for the extra point. And this will be good to give the Panthers a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Panthers 7, Texans nothing. Graham Gano to kick off for Carolina.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Watson will bring up the Texans here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now a first-time Pro Bowler from a year ago, Lamar Miller. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
What you got, Heavy? Give me some.
To throw is Watson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 15 yards on the play, first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw, Newton. He'll let this go for the end zone. And he's got his man, it's Samuel. Touchdown, Carolina. Cam Newton now with 2 first-quarter touchdown passes. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, and mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that, obviously your confidence rises in a big way, and you're putting some doubt in their minds.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Here's Watson. And the catch made by Hopkins. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that would be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 39.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And his first carry, he loses the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Well, he's not the starter coming in, getting his first carry off the bench. That's not the way to earn more carries.
You have to stay in the game, even if you're not on the field, right? Stay mentally sharp, stay ready. And above all, when you get into the game, hold on to the football. Don't let the other team have it.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
Ready? 180. 37. Come off the ball.
Cam fakes the give and keeps it. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. The Clemson product, DJ Reader, got in for the sack. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
Here we go. 37's the mic. Mike Express. Here we go. D all day. Defense all day. All day.
Newton now to throw. And this is complete to Moore on the comebacker. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's Greg Little, 2nd-round pick from Ole Miss. He's the guilty party. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Now it's Newton. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. Shedding the tackle. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Here we go. 37's the mic. Mike 33.
3rd and long. It's Newton. And he's got his target. That's Moore. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
And another thing that makes a comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
Newton will bring him up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
At the 27-yard line.
That's it. Right at the 8. You got nothing. Here we go. 37's the mic. Mike 37. Get that quarterback, D-line. Gun. D-line, get that press.
Here's Newton. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty, no question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty would do for them?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Extra point try good by Gano, and that makes the score 21-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Watson. It's complete to Hopkins. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. That catch, by the way, number 542 in his NFL career. That draws him level with Lance Allworth, who was a Hall of Famer with the Chargers back in the 60s and 70s.
Yeah, the man they called Bambi. So if you're in that type of territory, catch the same number of passes he caught, you know you're on your way to a big-time career. And just think, he's not through yet.
And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks.
Let's pick it up. It's our time, guys.
They are going for it. Here's Watson. He finds his target, Fuller. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston 1st down. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Watson with a give to Miller. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Guys, it's game situation. Let's go.
On 2nd down now, it's Miller. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
56. Check 56. Watch the run. Watch the run.
Now Watson. This one brought in by the 6'5" tight end Waring. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Watson going to give this one to Miller. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Let's go one more.
Watson now to throw. And that's incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target. And that'll make it 3rd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. To throw on 3rd down, Watson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Off the edge, Mario Addison gets the sack.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
The kick by Fairbairn is good. No one attempted or made more field goals than Fairbairn last year. He was 37 of 42.
And they were grateful for every one of those that put 3 points on the board. But I'll guarantee you, Bill O'Brien, the head coach, is thinking to himself, we need to use them a lot less in 2019. Let's make sure we score some more touchdowns.
This fielded at the 2. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Well, prior to that, he had hit his first 6 passes to start the game, so on a nice little run to begin.
It feels like this offense has carried its dress rehearsal into the game. You know, because you do practice it, you do go through it, and in this case, it is clicking exactly like they drew it up.
Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
DJ Moore went through some ups and downs his rookie season, but really came on strong late in the year. Finished with 55 catches, the most among Panthers, not named Christian McCaffrey. And now with Devin Funchess gone to Indianapolis, he's going to be the true WR1 for the Panthers.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Well, he only needed 2 yards. It was 3rd and 2, but he found a way to make the Red Sea part.
And remember, it's 3rd and 2. In the NFL, that's not automatically a running down. Most of the time, it's a passing play. So in this case, now they're probably loosened up just a little bit, thinking pass. They hit him with the run, and boy, did they hit him big. Is he still going? I mean, Michael, you called the touchdown, right?
That did. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3-point CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
And he fires one incomplete. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
2nd and 10, Newton again. Dancing to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the 1st.
Even at the age of 30, Cam says it's just a number. Still a real threat running the football. We all know about the touchdowns, but ran for 488 yards last season. That was 4th among all NFL quarterbacks. He can still tote the mail.
Mike 5-5, Mike 55, Mike 5-5.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo.
20.
Babies cry all the way back home.
Mike 55, Mike.
Now Newton on 1st down. Flush to his right. And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. They come out here in the eye. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal.
Give me that ball, defense.
Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it. Greg.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. It's second and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
Silver.
Great.
Again, McCaffrey. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. No move for the field goal unit. They're going to go here with 5 seconds left.
Here we go. Motion.
41's the mic.
So don't say nothing.
Gun.
41's gun.
A final shot before the break. Newton. And he's got his man. It's Samuel. Touchdown, Carolina. 4 touchdown passes now for Cam Newton as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Gano the extra point, and a rout is on here in this first half. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. So we come upon halftime intermission here with the visiting Panthers taking the lead to the locker room. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
Switch. Check 99.
49, check 49, check 49.
They keep it with Miller on first down. Miller with first down and more. Lamar Miller. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller, his second touchdown on the season. And the Texans cut into that lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that will cut this lead down to 25. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Check 43.
Express!
$41 Mike, right here, $41 Mike. What we got? Hey! Hey, 4-1's Mike. Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room.
Get it.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey.
You ain't doing nothing today.
That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a first down.
And having built that kind of a lead, they're able to do whatever they want right now. All momentum on their side, especially now running the football.
Yeah, you're talking about a defense being on their toes. They don't know what's going to hit them next at this point.
No, they went from toes to heels, and they're trying to figure out how to get back to the toes part.
3 down.
Great.
41. Hot seven. Check 41. 3 buzz. 41 Mike. I got
20.
you. I got you. Check.
Great.
Check.
And that'll set them back 5.
Let's go. Let's do this.
The delay of game backs them up 5, 1st and 15.
I'm about to take you to school.
There we go. 37's the Mike. Mike 37.
Ricky.
8. There we go. 37's the Mike. Mike 37.
Newton to throw. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
8.
There we go. 37's the Mike. Mike 37.
Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go.
There we go. 37's the Mike. Mike 37.
Here's Newton. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 27 yards there, a first down.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. McCaffrey with a first down and more. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Cam Newton with his 5th touchdown pass of the game as his guys continue to pour it on. Gano for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Texans 10.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
The Texans take over first and 10
Let's
at their own
go.
25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minutes. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Second and 6, just inside the 30.
I got him.
Now it's Watson. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. picked off by Trey Boston. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
We ain't giving up nothing today.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he'll slice his way down to the 30 with a pickup of 7.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
That's it. 180.
Right here, 41 Mike.
Hey, I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Cam fakes the give and keeps it. And they've got the hook up. This is Olsen. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. 4th down, and here's Graham Gano now in the field goal unit for the Panthers. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you've got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast, and a big sack. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
31. Tone, fellas, let's set a tone. 59 Mike.
To throw is Watson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
See what you got.
20.
41's the Mike. 41's the Mike. Check 41.
Newton now to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on third down. Quick slant, caught by Moore. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. He made his first, this from 47 yards out. And this one is right down the middle. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point.
Here I come again.
On 2nd and 11 now. Watson. It's wearing the tight end with it. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. A first down carry now for Miller. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 2nd and 12. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
54, Mike. Not today, you are. Not today. 54.
One set. Check Mike, 54. Mike.
On 2nd and 12, Watson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front put...
And now here is another interception. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them. Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Check three.
Gun.
Hey, check 3.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on third down. Third down, here's McCaffrey. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now. On now, Graham Gano. He's hit from 63 as recently as his last year. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Mario Addison able to record his 5th sack of the season.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So we race the flag. They decline it.
And did they use the big eraser, or was that the one at the end of the number 2 pencil?
Well, I was thinking the 2x2-inch ones that you can buy in addition to the pencil.
And those last forever.
A long time.
No doubt.
Move. 3 down.
Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59. Mike to 59.
I got it.
59 is Mike. 59 is Mike. Check, 59.
That's right, baby. They don't want it.
3rd and long. It's Watson going deep for Hopkins. It's caught inside the 25. The Clemson connection. Watson to Hopkins for a big one. 61 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which...
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Trey Boston shot through on the safety blitz for the sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Watson. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Kiki QT, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Texans are able to make things a bit more respectable. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good, as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. The Texans here on 3rd down, putting an extra defender in the secondary. They'll run it with Scarlett. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
Hey, 4 down.
This is Scarlett on the carry. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Boy, that is a 7-yard loss. 2nd down now.
It'd be real interesting to take a look at this play later because on this pitch toss play, I get the sense that he just followed the pulling guard or the pulling offensive lineman through that hole and spilled this play early.
Yeah, because he didn't even get to the outer third of the field. He was tackled in the middle third.
Yeah, when you're talking about a pitch or a toss tackled there, that means they read it fast and diagnosed it and knocked him down in a hurry.
So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Everyone, 37's the mic. Mike 37.
You.
Gun.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship.
Check.
Express.
Motion.
Express.
Mike 37.
Pick it up, guys. Pick it up.
Get it.
A handoff, McCaffrey running right. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Express.
Mike 37.
Target.
This is McCaffrey. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
I know you're trying to wring every yard out of a run, but I think 9 yards there is ideal in this situation.
Yeah, now next couple plays, you only need 1 yard. Keep that clock rolling with a lead here in the fourth.
Yeah, and what you're saying is maybe if it takes you 1 or 2 more runs to get the first down, that's extra time, extra plays. Really hurts the team on defense.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now Scarlett. And he coughed it up. And the Texans scoop it. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Check. I got motion. Kill.
24.
Turn up. Kill. Turn up.
They begin with a run by Miller. Stop made there by Gerald McCoy.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Panthers, it'll be a 500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Texans, they also will exit this one at 2-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.